Hello everyone. Today we will be doing the tutorial on how to create a turnbuckle. A turnbuckle is a device for adjusting the tension of the ropes, cables, tie rods and other tensioning systems. It consists of three parts: the hook, open body and the eye. The first thing we're going to create is going to be the eye. Let's create a new part. Go to front plane, sketch, draw the line from the center and then draw the circle. We're gonna add a dimension to the line, which is going to be 8 inches, and the circle diameter is going to be 2 inches. The next we're gonna add a center line and give it an angle. Go to the point, center line, 15-degree angle. Click OK. Trim entities. Click OK. Sketch fillet. It's going to be 1.5 and then click OK. Go to features, swept boss, circular profile. I'm going to change the diameter to 0.7438, which is a nominal dimension for the 3/4 10 thread. And then we're going to click on the path. Click OK. Now we're going to add the radius. Click on fillet. I'm going to change the diameter to 0.3719, which is half of the nominal dimension. And then I'm going to click on the face. Click OK. Next thing we're going to add is going to be the chamfer, which is going to 0.100 to the face. Click OK. Then we're going to add a thread. Click OK. Edge of the cylinder. Starting location is going to be the face. I'm going to offset it to 100s, reverse the direction, changing the revolutions to 65. I'm going to change the type to inch die. I'm keeping the same thread, 0.7500-10, and I'm going to change from right hand thread to the left hand thread. Click OK. Now I have a fully functional thread, and then I'm going to add the washout thread. Click on the face, go to sketch, convert entities, then click on the point, add a point to the midpoint of the bottom line, click OK, features, reference geometry. Actually I have to exit first. Go to features, reference geometry plane. My first reference is going to be the point, and my second reference is going to be the face. Click OK. Now go to front plane. Actually, let's go normal 2. Then click again, sketch, go to circle, go from center to the bottom to the point, click OK. Now we have a fully defined circle, which we're gonna use to add helix to. Features, curves, helix. 0.100, that's the right pitch. I'm keeping the direction, I'm keeping the 3 revolutions, I'm keeping the clockwise. Actually, I'm going to change that to counterclockwise because it's a left turn. And then I'm going to change the angle to 45 or 90. I need to match this point to the bottom of the thread. Click OK. I'm going to hide the plane. And then I'm going to go to swept cut. I'm clicking the profile, and then I'm clicking the path, which is helix. Click OK. I'm hiding the helix. Actually, no. I'm hiding the helix. Now I have the fully formed one of the parts called I. I'm going to save it. File, save as I. Click save. Yes. Now I'm going to reuse this part to create the hook, because I have most of the part is done. I just have to change a couple of things and I'll be finishing the hook very soon. Click on swap, edit, sketch, go to front view. I'm gonna click on the line from this point down, and then I'm gonna add the radius. The length of the line is going to be 0.200 and the radius is going to be 0.750, and the length is going to be from the center to the point. It's going to be 1.5 inches. Click OK. I'm going to trim the entities that I don't need anymore, and then click OK. Excellent. We're almost done with the hook. One thing I need to change is the direction of the thread. Edit features. Go to bottom, and then instead of the left hand thread, click the right hand thread. Click OK. I also need to change the helix. Edit features from the counterclockwise to clockwise, and now click OK. Now we have hook created. File, save as. The next thing we need to create is the open body. Let's go to new part, go to front, sketch, straight slot, start smart dimension. This is going to be 8 inches and the width is going to be 3 inches. Click OK. We gotta add swept boss, circular profile. I'm going to add 1.250 for the diameter, and then I'm clicking on the path. Click OK. Next thing is going to be extrusion on both ends. Click top plane, go to reference geometry plane. It's going to be 5.5 to the center of the radius. Click OK. Go to plane, normal 2, plane sketch, circle, go all the way to the edge, click OK, and we're going to give it a dimension which is 1 inch 250, and click OK. Go to features, extrude. I'm going to extrude this to 1.250 and then click OK. I'm going to hide the plane. Okay. Now since we have the upper part, we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, which we're going to use the mirror. We're going to go to face to the top plane, and then we're going to select the feature boss extrusion, click OK. We're going to add a chamfer on both ends, 0.075 on this face side and this face, click OK. Then we're going to add the radius, 0.300 on the places where the extrusion is merging with the body. Now we're going to add a through hole for the thread. Hole wizard, go to advanced hole, change the counterbore to straight tap. I'm going to pick up this surface. I'm keeping the standard, keeping the type, changing the size to 3/4 10. Tap drill diameter is correct, changing the depth from blind to through all, changing the thread class from 1B to 3B, and I'm keeping the drill point. Click OK. Actually, we have to go to position, find the center, and click OK. Now that we have the through hole all the way, we're gonna add a chamfer to internal thread, which is also 0.75. Click at the edge and click at the edge here. Click OK. The next thing we're gonna create is the thread. Hole wizard, thread. Click OK. So center of the cylinder, the edge of the cylinder, starting point, face, offset to 100, reverse direction. I'm going to change the revolutions to 25. I'm going to change type from inch die to inch tap, keeping the same thread, and I'm keeping the right hand thread. Click OK. We're going to do the same thing on the bottom, but instead of the right hand thread, we're going to be changing it to the left hand thread. Hole wizard, thread, OK. Okay, edge of the cylinder, starting location, face, offset, reverse direction. I'm keeping everything. I'm just changing to the left hand thread. Click OK. I'm going to be adding 2 colors for the purposes of animation, so we can actually see the rotation. So let's say metallic gold on the face, and then gloss red on the opposite end. Now we created the open body. We're going to save it. Save as body. Click save. Yes. The next thing we're going to create is the assembly. Let's go to File, Make Assembly from Part, click OK. click OK. Insert component, browse, hook, open. Now we're gonna insert an eye and click say open, click OK. We're gonna add the mate to the hook and the body. Click the circle, the end edge on both parts. Click mate. It needs to be concentric. Click OK. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the bottom edge. Click shift, edge, and then mate. Click OK. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna match the thread on the top and on the bottom. So go to section view, click OK. And we're gonna drag the hook down. I think this is the right spot. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the bottom. Drag it up. Okay. One other thing we need to do, we need to go to body, right click, make it float, and then we're gonna click on the hook, right click, and we're gonna fix it. One other thing we need to do, we need to go to hook and the eye, select the front plane, and select the front plane, click Control and then select the front plane from the eye, and then mate. Click OK. Again, go to section view, click OK. Visibility, go to temporary axis, click OK, and then we're gonna mate. Go to advanced mates, select screw, and then click on the center line, which is the axis of the body, and then we're gonna select the face of the thread right here. Other thing that we need to change, we need to add how many revolutions are in 1 inch, which is 1 divided by 10. Actually, it's 10 revolutions. Okay, click OK. We're gonna do the same thing with the bottom. Actually, no, I don't need axis of the eye. I need. Okay. I'm looking for the axis of the body. That's the axis of the body. And now I need a face of the thread. I'm gonna click screw, change to 10, and then click OK. Okay. Okay, let's see. The first screw, it's the hook. That's correct. And then the eye, that's correct. Click OK. Go to front view, exit out of the section view, and we're going to save this as assembly. We're going to exit out of the temporary access. File, save as a turnbuckle assembly. Save. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to create the motion study. We're going to change setting to 50 frames per second, so make it go smooth. Then we're going to go to motor. We're going to select the open body. We're keeping 100 RPM. Click OK. I'm going to add more seconds. Let's say 12 seconds. And then we're going to calculate. And as you see, the body and the eye are moving towards the hook, and that's how actually the part is supposed to work. By unscrewing it, you're releasing the tension, and by screwing it in, you are tightening the tension of the rope or cable or whatever. So this is the tutorial for today. I hope you had fun, and I'll talk to you soon. Please don't forget to subscribe.